Welcome, everybody, to Rimworld. Yesterday, we started building a lab, but I'll talk about that in a second. More importantly, we got ourselves some Tyranids, some Zerg. They're now part of our colony. We got a big old Great Devourer there. We got some Raptor Shrimp. Actually, we could teach them to hunt, couldn't we? Wait, can we? Hunt. Why the hell can the Raptor Shrimp not hunt? What are you talking about? Okay, what about the Great Devourer? Great Devourers also can't hunt. I guess it's just base... No, it's not even base game animals, because these weird foxes and whatnot can also do it. I don't know. Anyway, they're kind of cool. They're like, perfect for the zoo, right? They're quite rare creatures. The Chaovix and the Chaofox as well are... That's how I've decided to pronounce it now. I'm not sure that's right. We're just going to roll with it. These are sterile creatures, so the chance of us getting those in the future is going to be extremely difficult. These things, though, are very, very cool. You got to admit, if you went to a zoo and saw that, I think you'd be impressed. Yesterday, I started building the lab, and my god, did we not get about 40,000 comments on YouTube, on Discord, about Mr. Streamer, you're building over the dirty and rich soil. Oh, the rich soil. How will you ever feed your dinosaurs, despite the fact that we have tilled soil, vegetable garden, and infinite animal feeders to work with? And power, and hydroponics. Well, that's a great question. I wonder how we'll feed our animals now. Bear in mind, we've also got skylights. I was going to build an indoor... I even literally talked about this in the episode. We're going to need a lot of hydroponics. We're going to have to build some indoor power base. And everybody, you know what? Like, it doesn't matter. More to the point, we've got skylights in our base, so we can still use this rich soil. There. Do you feel better now? Don't worry about it. We are going to replace it all with hydroponics anyway, eventually, so it doesn't matter. But as many of you have told me, and I even talked about this yesterday, the research for the animal feeders, I did point this out, but I'll do it again, because apparently people don't listen. Sorry, I've just come off a very stressful CK2 episode, okay? My character, spoilers if you haven't seen it, died randomly. So I'm a little on edge today. If Randy starts pissing me around, I'm gonna scream. These things, automated feeders, apparently just produce infinite food for animals. I mean, arguably, we should be researching now just to test it out, but I don't really want to use it. If it's going to be infinite food, I feel like it kind of makes running a zoo way too easy. We'll see how it works. We'll see how effective it is. Then we'll discuss that later on. Then we'll see. By the way, apparently, if you build a skylight somewhere that's not under a roof, you have the SpongeBob meme telling you, oh, it's not doing it now. Whoa, earlier it said that, but it was all, you know, corrupted, sort of in that upper and lowercase, like the SpongeBob meme, where he's flapping his arms. You know the meme. All right, this shouldn't take too long. We should be able to get this done up by today. People are also saying, how are you getting bricks when you don't have a stone cutting table? The quarry produces infinite bricks, by the way. I think I've talked about this before a lot as well. It's not the fact that we don't have any bricks, it's just people are delivering it. They're constantly carrying it over. There is enough. Don't worry about it. You watch Teresa right now. Failure. That's just to be expected with the quarry. You watch this guy. Don't let me down. Do not let me... Failure. Well, look, the point is, when everybody's working in there, we get a lot of bricks. So we don't need to build a stone cutting table. It's just unnecessary. Okay, so hopefully this should prove the quarry thing I was talking about. There you go. Oh, did you just get slate blocks out of that? How did you even do that? I thought we could only get marble blocks. Well, either way, you can clearly see that we're getting a lot of blocks out this much faster than a stone cutting table. Particularly when we've got a lot of people working in the quarry at once. So we really don't need to... Cold snap, huh? Thank God I've started building that indoors, huh? We don't need to worry about... We honestly don't need to worry about stone cutting table, just to sort of illustrate that point somewhat. And, you know, we've got people coming over delivering it as well. Delivering is taking up a lot of time. I could make people not deliver it so much, mine a lot more. That way we'd have a lot more blocks to be passed into this area to be built up. Ideally, I'd love to get this set up then as a growing zone, because this cold snap is going to be... a little bit of a problem, I will admit. Let's turn the coolers off. Let's toggle those off. Besides this one and this one, I think they're the only freezing points we've got right now. Oh, we've also got that, which is for the kibble. Not that it really matters too much. Yeah, let's go the coolers turned off just so it's saving a little bit of power. We clearly don't need them right now, huh? Then when this is built, we'll turn this into just an indoor area. Now, what I was originally going to do with this area is, I did say use it as stockpile. We'll grow some heal root in there as well. Anything, really, because people were saying the age pills we need a lot of, I believe it was heal root and the psychedelic leaf, whatever it's called. I don't remember in hindsight, but whatever the hell that is. We need to grow a load of those. I don't really remember, because I've not done it. Was it the psychoid plant? I don't really remember, but we'll see as we get to it, because growing these muffalo is going to be super, super valuable so they can produce the chem fuel quicker. We've got a couple of baby ones, as you can see, running around, and obviously if those guys can produce what we need quicker, that would help out a lot. Now, with these skylights, I also did do some research into these so that we were able to, obviously, use them for that indoor growing zone. We need to put down a furnace, I believe it was, a smeltery. What's it called? Electric smelter, that's it. We need to put down one of these, and this produces glass from steel. I don't know how. It's a little bit strange, but we'll just give it a go. We don't. I sort of theorized. I think it was in this series. Like, do we have to use sand or something like that? No. Apparently, it's just steel. Do these even get bonuses from cabinets? Oh, they don't. Okay, we don't need to put it in there then. Don't worry about that. Let's just stick it there for the time being. All right, there we go. So we'll get that one making enough glass to be able to put down a lot of skylights. And to be honest, the skylights I'm really overlooking. Just putting those down all throughout the base means that we would never have to worry about nighttime, because of course they don't use up anything, they don't break anything if we put them down. We could fill the entire base with them, and then it would always get maximum lightness during the daytime there. I think this person here has the least to do, so let's get them on smelting, and let's get them making... I've put, as you can see, skylights throughout the whole base. I never really considered that actually they're just useful all around, because we could remove lights, and then obviously only nighttime you'd need lights, but, I mean, this is already going to give some certain bonuses. So, let's get, was it you? Are you capable of smelting then? Cannot smelt glass under 5 skill. I don't think anybody's got 5 fucking skill. Wait, what do you mean? Smelting doesn't have a skill, does it? Yeah, I assume it's crafting then in that case, right? Okay, let's sort by crafting instead. 5 out of 20, so we get Trashy to do it. Trashy's got enough to do. Trashy has enough to do, but okay, you know what, Trashy? Help me out here. He's already researching, fuck it. What up to our other research bench? Oh, it's reinstalled in here, right, we're not... Wait, they built a fresh one, but reinstalled the other one? I don't know why the hell that happened. Alright, Trashy, you get to work on that one. We'll deconstruct that research bench then while he's smelting some glass. I think this is affected by workbenches, isn't it? Yeah, why did it not show the outline for it? It still doesn't. You see that? Like, normally when you install a research bench, you can sort of clearly see there it's connecting to the other benches. Whereas this does not. What if we do the opposite then? What if we put down a cabinet? Yeah, it does. How strange. Okay, just Rimworld being Rimworld, I guess. Let's get that reinstalled just somewhere into here, roughly. I'm going to have to change the layout of this room anyway, but unfortunately you can't put down a blueprint where there's already a skylight blueprint, so I'd kind of like to put it there, but obviously we can't because we're building on something there. So let's get you to quickly just reinstall that, and then let's get Trashy to build it in here instead, just because it will save him some time, I think. It's going to be debatable. It might not actually work at all. I might be right the first time around, but let's get you to quickly move that over. Lab's going to take no time at all to build, and honestly, it is almost done anyway. Look at him. Ian Goldblum riding the Death Raptor. That looks so cool. I want all of our colonists to have their own Death Raptor to ride on. Tell me that doesn't look fearsome as all fuck. That's so cool. I'm really, really happy about that. Ian Goldblum is now apparently wandering around in confusion. So Ian Goldblum is old. And I believe he has dementia. Yeah, so ideally we want to get some Barnacks to help his brain out there. Maybe get a brain stimulator, something like that to help, you know, restore a bit of consciousness. Give him a bit of... Oh man, they're getting a lot of marble this time around. Just to try and help him out. I kind of feel really bad for him there, because he's one of our top guys, but he's not really useful anymore at all. Does that look any quicker? I really can't tell what at all. It really does not matter. Alright, nice. And with that, that should be the end of our base. Just waiting on a little bit more to be delivered there, and then we're good, right? Okay, cool. That's good. That's fine. So now we need to worry about floors. I think before we commit to permanent floors, maybe just concrete the whole thing. And then put sterile tiles down as... I mean, don't spend too much on an expensive floor. Like, I was thinking, let's put down tiles or something. Not really worth it. I think we just concrete over the whole thing. Get rid of the trees blocking the way. Get rid of everything there. And then start fresh after that. So concrete is obviously not a long-term thing we want to be using there. Flip over to carpets when we've got enough cloth ready in the research room to keep them happy. Maybe even in the lab. Get the sterile tiles down in the hospital. Things like that. Anything that's affected by a sterile tile boost, obviously. Maybe getting the whole thing a sterile tile would be fairly interesting as well. Maybe also not letting the... animals in the lab wouldn't hurt. Let's go ahead and clear a loud area for those animals too, especially if we do use this as a dedicated growing room. Having the animals going in there, eating all of our heel root or our psychoid leaf definitely wouldn't help out. Right, okay, so that's the actual outside of the base completely done now, huh? Nice work. Okay, obviously we got a lot of work on those. That's a lot of steel we're looking at right there. So we might need to take another trip up to the mechanoid... the mechanoid invasion. Oh, let's randomize all of the... just like anybody riding all these animals. To be honest, it might help out us a lot if we... I mean, John is the master of all of them. That's the only problem. Automatic magic. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to say just allow anybody. Don't worry about that one so much, because John's going to be sat in his ass researching. I've been getting obedience for every single one of the animals, although it's going to be a massive, massive time sink. I assume these animals can't be ridden on, right? So we'll ignore those. Maybe these can. They look kind of large. I imagine there's a flag on the animal, so we won't worry about it right now. You guys have all been saying keep breeding these things because they do produce 360. I am. Don't worry about it. I'm still going to let those guys carry on breeding for the time being, just so we can get a ridiculous amount of meat and resources from them. For the time being, we don't need it. As you can see, we have quite a massively stocked freezer. So what I'm doing is I'm just hauling the eggs into here right now. You know, we can use them as food, whatever, later on. Oh, unfertilized? Wait. Oh, I guess because they turn into chicken eggs, don't they? But when the numbers are a bit lower, and especially when we get the management desk, that's something people have been pointing out. With the management desk, we'll be able to designate an amount of animals we want of each type, and then anything goes above that should be automatically slaughtered by our people. So when we've got that all set up and researched, then we won't have to worry about, you know, freezing the eggs to stop them breeding or anything like that. Robot caravan here, some riding dinosaurs as well. That's never going to get old. The robots on dinosaurs, it's so good. Right, let's see what they've got for sale then. Let's send Trashy over just to quickly go and trade with them. They're probably an android merchant, so we might actually be able to buy some robots just to act as haulers, cleaners, something like that. Yeah, there we go. We got Reed and Peter. What are their bios like? Simple-minded, brown thumb, neurotic. What does that mean? They're shit at gardening, right? Yeah, that's why they've got a brown thumb, because they're shit. Peter as well, what are you like? You're an engineer, apparently. Simple-minded, slothful, cycling. They've got terrible traits. They've got really terrible traits. We're looking at like a third of our money being spent on those, so I'm probably not going to bother with that. Mutable stabilizers. Neutralize active mechanics to prevent mutations. I want it permanent, though. Evolving AI upgrade. What? Reaching peak of... Oh, that sounds awesome. For right now, a lot of this is endgame stuff that we really don't need to worry about. Right now, our biggest worry is how the hell am I going to feed all these goddamn animals, huh? Speaking of which, are you okay? You got bitten by a rat and now you need treatment. Are you joking? These bloody animals are driving me insane. Obviously, we don't need to worry about too much of the animal feeding right now because I've set their area to be massive. Later on, when they're in enclosures and whatnot, that would be that's when things get a bit more viable. So they're going to start laying the floors in the lab. That's good work. Trashy and John, I believe, will be taking potatoes. Oh, he's training, right. So when he can't train, he's going to be coming over here and helping out with the smelting. I'm moving up high priority. Normally, they'd be our research, obviously, but right now we don't really have a dedicated lab for them. Stark is looking for a place to take shelter. She may terminate the contract at any time. She is a tough nyctophobe. Nyctophobe is afraid of the dark, right? 31 years old and human. Agree. Welcome to our base. Kelly Stark, capable of dumb labor, carrying or cooking. Tough nyctophobe. Is that? She's really afraid of the dark. Yeah, I thought there was. Right, are you wearing anything? Naked and cold. No shit. Maybe this is why she wants tenancy. We might as well let anyone stay. Some of you point out I did let Bunny stay again, even though I sent Bunny away the first time around because she was incapable of firefighting or anything. But to be honest, it's just free gold, really. We don't really have to worry about them. All we've got to do is make sure they don't get shot and die. That's really it. And besides that, it's like 450 gold a week. So, I mean, there's no reason not to keep them around. And we've got the opposite problem. We're getting way too many marble blocks, so we don't need this many marble blocks anymore. I'm going to put them back to quarry resources then. So now we're going to get failure, apparently, all the time. That's fine. Do we need clothes for our tenant? Do you want some clothes, huh? I mean, tenant's outfit, should say anything. Just let them wear anything. The only problem with that is if we had power armor lying around, they would pick up and wear the power armor. Oh, but tenants is already anything. Well, why the fuck add a tenants list then, you weird man? Okay, that's so odd. Fine. Food restriction tenants as well, I assume. Can we give them, like, the best? If we say lavish meals, they only eat lavish meals, right? Or something like that. Yeah, I mean, that's already anything. And drug policy tenants, I guess they'd split it so that you can set anything for your con list and then anything for the tenants as well. But for that... So what we could do is really go through this, and what I really need to do, take off things like exoframes, close combat armor, chest plates, unless they turn up in that. If she's capable of wearing anything anyway, hopefully she'll put on some clothes very soon. Might even need to tailor some new clothes for her very quickly. Just like a jumpsuit and overalls are everything you'll need there. Trashy is still doing that. What's John doing? Training all of the animals, I would assume. He's got such high animal skill, he should be able to get this done relatively quickly. There we go, 100% chance on that one. 3 days. I genuinely think this guy might have every animal trained. Oh, no. A collection of valuable items consisting of an AI persona core. The cold snap is over. It didn't kill any of our bloody crops. What happened there? Well, that's good. I guess it's because we're in... No, we're in December. I guess because we're in a temperate part of the world. Man, I feel like we have to do this. We have to do this, right? It's not even that far away. We'd have to travel through the mechanoid invasion. Actually, to be fair, if we could dig roads through this as well, that would really save us so much time, huh? Man, it's a AI persona core. It's got 6 enemies. We would take John. We'd take Dominique. We've got to build some armor. Let's build some power armor and let's actually go for this. Right. Has our power run out? Oh, God. We've run out of power. How the hell did that happen? Right. Let's stick down a little bit more then. Probably because we've got a ridiculous amount of buildings now. I think a bit more long-term power would be good. We might have to even start working on the room atomic stuff sooner rather than later because at this rate, things are getting a little bit messy. Right, let's stick down a couple more of these then. I might even wake up Aiden early, so we'll go and deal with that as soon as possible. What time is it now? 12 a.m. Fine. We'll give him a couple more hours, then we'll go and build these very quickly. Power armor is going to be our big focus. Fuck the windows, fuck the lab. Let's get the power armor. Let's get over there and get that AI persona core, because God knows what sort of endgame research that could provide for us. Okay, power grid is up and running. Even with those 2 generators, we've still only got an excess of 558 watts there, so we were quite far under our power need. So let's see what we can build here. We've got torch sword. Oh, a plasma sword with a grip. Nice, we could be Darth Vader. We've got tactical vest, tactical helmet. This is added by the Rimsonel Enhanced Vanilla Pack. Really like these. One advanced component. Oh, wow, for the tactical vest. That's quite expensive. We do have advanced fabrication, and we do have a fabrication bench, so we could make our own advanced components, but... Oh, actually, we really could. Okay, shit. Now, what else can we craft, then, before we dive too much into that? So there's no armor on the smith. I wasn't really expecting that. This would be where we've got some... There we go, protective gear. Look at that. The move speed is so much lower there. But the armor from sharp, blunt, and heats, that's 105, 50, and 35. On this one, we are looking at 110, 30, and 15. So the sharp armor on this one is slightly higher, but the blunt and the heat is a lot lower. Saying that, though, sharp armor is probably the most valuable, isn't it? If we're potentially fighting mechanoids or something like that. Have we got any other armor we can make? Advanced animal helmet. Oh, that goes on the animal, right. Oh, anti-mech rifle. Oh, wow. Oh, we can actually just straight up craft those. Shit. I feel like we should churn up a bunch of those, because those seem incredibly powerful. If we put one of those in the hands of everybody capable of using them, that would be kind of unstoppable, huh? So I feel like that, plus, I do like these. They're a lot cheaper as well. And they're not much worse, to some extent, than the other gear. So maybe make... And we would look like Mandalorians. That's the important thing. Make these for John, Dominic, Trashy, Aiden, and Sagi. The people who can actually wear it. And then give them all the anti-met rifles. Go and get this AI Persona Core. Go through the Mechanoid Intrusion. Hopefully we should be good. Especially if we're riding on like our Raptor Shrimps or our Great Devourers or whatever else. That could be very cool. Besides that, though, I don't believe we can actually craft anything else this early on. Or at least we don't have the research or the... Well, what have we got in here? Feral male. Yeah, there's nothing else. Scrap armor. I think we want to go in with at least some decent protection. We're against 6 enemies here. We've got 5 people who aren't particularly known for their combat skills. Okay, I'm a big fan of this. Let's do it. I'm quite excited to see what this ends up like. So this stuff is cool. Not really necessary right now. Oh, God, we could even make, like, the carbon jumpsuits for Devil Strand. Have we had a Devil Strand harvest yet? Oh, no, because no one can still plant it, even at this stage. All right, don't worry about it. Right, so we go back to this one. Let's load up on protective gear. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Have we got enough stuff for it? It's very expensive in terms of steel and components. Steel, I think we're good. Oh, wow, we actually might not be. What about components? We had like 88 components yesterday. Right, okay, here's the plan then. We'll take a trip with, say, John, Dominique, up to... Oh, John and Trashy would make more sense. Take John and Trashy up to the Mechanoid Intrusion. Load upon a load of stuff. Now, you quite correctly pointed out yesterday in the comment section, one of you said that when we ride the animals, they can obviously carry less weight because, of course, they're carrying us. So we get home quicker, and that's what I was trying to do yesterday, which is why, we try and get home before it turned night. But if we want to just load upon a load of steel and a load of components, what we should do is just go there and not ride the animals, because that way they can carry so much more. So I'm going to get you to drop your gun so that Trashy can have it instead. The reason I'm sending Trashy and not this guy is because Trashy doesn't really have a lot to do right now. Let's get that equipped. We'll give Trashy's nail gun to you instead. Trashy, drop your nail gun. Get that equipped as your sidearm. Thank you. Say prioritizing cleaning the blood of Jesus. Wow. Okay. What's his name? Roman General. I can't remember it. I'll remember it later on in the episode, don't worry. And then we'll come back to that joke. Right, okay. Equip the nail gun instead. Forget about your charge rifle. Good. Okay, that's fine by me. I think we're more or less ready to go at this stage. So let's get... So here's the operation number 1. Go up to the Mechanoid Hive, get enough steel, enough components to be able to craft armor and anti-met rifles. Step 2, come home, craft it all. Step 3, go out here, get the AI Persona Core. We got 12 days, take out the enemies, whatever is there. Probably going to be mechanoids, let's be reasonable here. My God, look at the bandit camp spreading. We might need to deal with these guys. Section Row. Those sound pretty lethal, huh? Have we got anyone else that's really a problem right now? We've got a lot of just sort of random settlements here. We've got the Center of Enlightenment, and then we've also got some real bandits right the way through there, and then, of course, some different bandits here as well. Cool. Wow, these guys next to us are spreading quite fast, so we might need to do something about that later on, especially if they manage to get past the Mechanoid Intrusion. Okay, let's do it, team. Let's form a caravan. So we want to send Trashy and John. Both of them are, can deconstruct, so it's not a big deal. Who do we want to take with us? I want to take the Raptors. Yes. So we're going to ride them there, but then obviously just let them... my God, the speed. 62.1 tiles a day. I mean, they are raptors, apparently, so you can imagine they move somewhat fast. Right, send some meals with them as well. 2.7 days is going to be our maximum, so yeah, we'll send that. That's fine. That's more than enough. Choose route. Now, unless anything bad happens, we're going to get there in 0.1 day. My God, those things move quickly. Let's get our components, and let's get home and craft the stuff as soon as possible. Trashy and John, friends till the end. Look at that. I think even mechanoids would be afraid of Trashy and John turning up looking like that. Now imagine that with them with their full mech armor and their anti-mech rifles and whatever else. Goodbye, my friends. See you later. Good. They're leaving Jurassic Park. Wow. Okay, this is going to be a hell of a journey. I think they're going to get there in no time at all. Right, let's open up the world map. Let's stick it on speed 4 and watch them fly. Go, my pretties. So we need to just deconstruct the ship chunks and get out there as soon as possible. It's 4 in the afternoon, so chances are they are going to be spending more than one day there. Not really a big deal, is it? They'll just have to set up camp or something. Right, set up camp. Let's go. Now, we still haven't seen anything really hostile in these areas besides the occasional sort of small mechanoid, one of the flame bots, one of those little crawlers. I think we got lucky again. Can you see any enemies here? Not that I can see. Is there anything good here just so we want to salvage? Just a lot of this mechanoid crap again. Oh, I really love this biome. I think it's so well designed. Is that a hospital bed? Steel autopsy table? Oh, man. We haven't got the research for it, so we still can't use it yet. We don't know how to do autopsy, so that's a bit pointless. Okay, boys, let's get to work. So let's pick all of the ship chunks on the map. I hope Trash is capable of construction in hindsight, huh? That would be a bit dumb. Right, let's get all of that done. And then Trashy, you are deconstruct and construct. Shouldn't really have anything else to do, but I will crank that up just for the time being. Oh, we don't need to worry about construct. What am I talking about? Go! Go, my boys. There we go. Okay, cool. Let's get all of this stuff as soon as possible. Does John have, like, a sidearm that will help out? No, I really should have sent them with hammers or something just to help speed it up. Comment section lie to me again. I can't handle this. If the look at this. Mass 70. If we set... doesn't affect the mass. Comment section, you need to stop lying to me like this. I keep believing you guys without even thinking about it, but nope, every single time my heart is broken. 71 components, you know what, I'll take it, fuck it, and we might as well ride the animals, because apparently it doesn't affect the mass anyway. Right, Trashy and John, maybe it's to do with something like these animals aren't pack animals, or something like that. It's probably more likely, isn't it? So I'll just believe that this is an honest mistake on my part for the time being. Let's go, team. That's 81 components. We should be able to craft all the bloody armor we need at that stage. Contract of Bunny's concluded. We received 270 gold. Thank you, Bunny. Much appreciated. To be fair, that we completely ignored her and didn't really do much to try and make her feel wanted. In fact, I said she was completely shit. So, kind of surprised she even paid us in the first place. Let's get him home. Welcome, John and Trashy. Still so incredible watching them. Oh, they're not even riding it anymore, but it's always fun when we watch them riding on those raptor shrimps. Right, let's get you guys to come and unload all of that crap. Then, our top priority is creating all of that armor. So... I mean, disassemble mechanoid can still stay at the top. We obviously don't have any more to disassemble there. So that is, Taylor? Crafting? I actually have no clue. What sort of type of bill is that? That is, excuse me. That is, help me. Crafting. Crafting and then smithing speed. Right, okay, cool. So both of those are set up for him anyway. John, let's get making some armor. John's putting his scientist skills together. Or not. I was going to say John's putting his scientist skills to work here, proving that he is, you know, a scientist above all else, knows how to build some very fancy, very futuristic looking stuff. Still convinced that that is just a whalmer. That is absolutely just a robotic whalmer we're going to wear on our head there. But, hey, it's working pretty well. He's actually crafted an excellent helmet there, so this is really going to give us a bit of power. So what I've done is switched over their outfit. I'm going to clear all forced as well. So it's only, the work outfit only consists of the stuff that we specifically crafted for them. So their overalls, their jumpsuits, their hard hats, making sure that we're wearing those and only those. Then when we get to it, we can switch over to, you know, whatever, the battle mode or some shit, at which point they can put on all of this stuff. Because there's things like, I saw that carbon fiber jumpsuit again. I'm not sure where it was. It might have been on this one. Yeah, there it is. Carbon fiber jumpsuit, if we can get enough for this, would also give us a real nice bonus to just our defenses. 25% armor on the skin layer. So they haven't really got anything else that's capable of taking that stuff up and providing that amount of, oh god, it's quite warm in this fucking house. Good god. Providing that level of protection as well. So, let's go ahead and turn the coolers on, and let's go ahead and turn the heaters off. No, if they're already on, I don't need to turn them off, you fucker. Right, heaters off. Another big complaint as well is I'm not focusing enough on any of the on the storage as well, which I'd like to try and get into. I've never used the storage mods before, which is why I've just been putting them off, to be honest with you, because I just don't know how they work. So let's try and do something. We did something briefly with it with the Zombieland, but I think Combat Extended had some weird interactions with it and caused some weird glitches there. So how does this work? We can just put a meat hook up, right, and that will let us storing bodies of fellow animals you've killed before cutting them, consuming their flesh or monster. So we can just put one of those up and hang all our animals in one space, I would assume, right? Okay, cool. Let's try some of these other ones out. So obviously we've got the refrigerators down. That we've already dealt with. I'll put a couple of shelves down here to be able to more quickly and more conveniently store steel and components. That's when I thought to myself, we might as well check these out, right? What do we want to use then? Meal tray rack. Oh, we've already technically got those in the form of the freezer. Weapon rack. Heavy duty weaponry will not deteriorate even if outside. See, I don't know what any of these... I assume the deep storage ones are the ones we'll use to try and tidy up this whole stockpile, right? So we need things like, what, like pallets with wrapping, maybe? To... you can pack more things on the pallet because you can wrap items together. This does slow us down a little if we're trying to withdraw it. That's my complaint. Like, why wouldn't we just use the big stockpile then in that case? I guess it's sort of, I guess it has its benefits and its drawbacks, right? You use up much, much less space. It has much less effect on beauty, because, of course, if we actually look at the beauty effect in this room, it's hideous, based on all this random shit lying around, but it would take us slightly long to unpack these. It's like a skip, just for chucking stuff in. That's quite funny. Is that, like, for dumping stuff, so we can actually put a skip by the quarry, and then any components, or sorry, any of these many rock that we're pulling out of the quarry, we could just put in a skip instead. That makes a lot of sense. Ammo crate, what does that do? Improves the firing rate of surrounding soldiers. Oh shit, it's like Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead ammo crates did that, right? I don't remember, but that's incredible. We definitely need to work on security a little bit as well, huh? Because if we get a big old raid now, we're fucked. We've got 5 people out of 8 capable of combat, and we have quite a large colony wealth based on all the animals we've got, especially. I think we need some turrets. I think we really need to work on our security quite significantly. We've got these steel sentry guns. It's dumb AI brain can't be directly controlled. That sucks, because the whole reason I made these was for so that hopefully we could designate targets. What are their HP looking like then? Max hit points 150 versus these, which are 150 as well. What's the improvement then? I guess just fire rate. We could put a couple of those down, certainly. Just need to work on so much more. We need more. We need bigger turrets. This Rim Atomics comes with so many big turrets. Might be worth starting to get into that next episode as well. What is that? I want it for my base. Mycoid Colossus. Give me that. I want it. Trashy, trade with them. Trade with them, Trashy. I want to buy your Mycoid Colossus. I will pay anything for it. We actually can. Yes. I imagine those are horribly difficult to control, huh? Evolved meat. It's unused when the mod is enabled with questionable ethics, so either disassemble it at the crafting spot or sell it to a trader. Oh, interesting. Let's buy your components too. We got advanced components here kicking around. We can craft our own though, but yeah, we might as well buy a few. Glitterworld medicine. Absolutely. Give me that shit. Evolved arm. Even outstripping bionics. What? What it do though? Manipulation plus 100%. My god. Yes. Oh, it's expensive. My god. Jade computer. Oh my god, I don't know what to sell. Well, obviously, we got to buy the Colossus, because that looks incredible. Maybe we don't need the advanced components. Let's zero those out. We don't need those. I'm being ridiculous. Let's add some plasteel. We've got so much plasteel. Guess when we've dismantled so much shit, huh? Let's go 500. Boom. There we go. I also want your computer. I'm going to be honest. It fits so well in the base. How could I not? How could I not buy that? You want to buy more plasteel, though? I do need to keep some, because obviously we're getting to the stage where that's going to become super relevant soon. Minus 800. There we go. Nice. Welcome aboard, Mycoid Colossus #1. Holy shit, I love him. He is my glorious Mycoid son. I suppose we'll just set that all to unrestricted. Fuck it. Go nuts. Actually, no, let's set them to the animals. I don't want them dragging that much dirt into the house, to be honest with you. Right, perfect. Wow, that's cool. That's another nice addition to the zoo then. Then we also got a Jade computer. You know who's going to get that? That's right. It's John. It's John Hermond. He gets himself a PC there. What else we got here? Oh, and the evolved arm. I feel like I've got to give that to John Hermond as well, huh? Is anyone capable of operating on him who isn't shit? Debatable. Trashy? Good fucking luck, my man. Did we buy... I should probably buy some glitter set medicine to use for his surgery. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Trade with him. Trashy, buy that medicine, my man. Otherwise, we are going to be in some serious issues here, then. Glitter medicine. Let's just buy as much as we can. Can we buy it all? I'll take the lot. Thank you. Right, Trashy. I mean, let's get John to the medical bed. Is this really the best place to be doing it? It's in pitch black darkness. I mean, it would literally be easier to reinstall the bed somewhere a bit more convenient. I'm actually going to reinstall it there very quickly. Right. Do that. Then we'll operate on John. John is going to get himself an evolved arm. Sorry. Right lower shoulder. Right lower shoulder? What, we can just attach it onto him and he could be like Goro from Mortal Kombat? Say no more. Oh my god, that's incredible. If that's what it is, that's incredible. Trashy. Oh, we need 10 medicine. Oh, shit. Okay. In that case, why don't we give it to Trashy? Because, think about this, right? We cut off John's arm, we're losing manipulation, then we're giving him a new arm, which is obviously doubling it, but we could just add a flat 200% to Trashy's manipulation if we give him this arm. Oh my god, this could be incredible. Give me that. I want to do all this evolved research instead. Sorry, my friend. Sorry, my friend, you're not getting that. Trashy, come to bed. Trashy, lie down. John, let's just let him cheer up first. John's in a real bad place. What's wrong with him? Oh, he's just not increased his mood at all. Right, are you bringing the Glittertech medicine, my man? Hopefully he's using Glittertech medicine, because I didn't get to see. Good luck. Please don't fuck this up. Oh, Trashy. Oh, Trashy gets an evolved arm. It's so good. It's so fucking good. That's incredible. I'm really, really happy about that. Trashy's going to be building these skylights in no time now. Yeah, look at that. Nice. We've got 12 items, potentially 12 items to hang on our meat rack there. We've got a Mashagon and a sea snake. That does use up a little less room, huh? And then I guess that's the same with the weapon racks. What have we got in there right now, then? How do we see what's in there? Oh, there we go. So we've got 2 Pharaoh guns, a plasteel hammer. That is kind of cool, I will admit. It'd be nice to find a way, or find an efficient way of storing all of this stuff, because again, I need to work out how the mod works, but my god, that's a lot of armor. We're almost done with the armor. That's the best part. No, stop the research. Stop the research for the time being. Let's make sure this is finished. We go get that AI Persona core. My god, look at how much faster Trashy's working. If you had, like, I assume you could have 4 evolved arms then. That would be so powerful. I feel like I found my nanoscale cellular. Is this what I'm looking at? Is this the right one? Complex organ evolution? Is this what we're looking for? Advanced limb structuring? Oh my god, but look at how much stuff we have to research before we get to that, though. Oh, man. That would be cool, but I think we've got a long way to go before that becomes our endgame research. We haven't really got we've got so much other stuff that we need to set up first, like a hotel, just so we can at least get some guests over here. If not, some like animal, enclosures and biomes and whatnot before we really start working on that stuff. That's for the end game. When we're going off the, we've got ourselves a successful Jurassic Park and John gets bored. That's when we want to start working on our crazy limbs and whatnot, because that's a really cool idea. I might keep up all night, just finish off this armor set. Come on, John. Push, John. Push forward. Let's get that bed back in there. And, building a dedicated hospital, even the simple stuff like that should really come long before we start sewing extra arms onto Trashy on top of what he's already got. My god, this man that's revolutionized the speed at which we can craft shit with him now. Are we done? And there's our armor. Oh my god, okay, right. So we want to go to the assign tab, then we want to edit. Let's make a new one. We're going to call this Power Mode. Let's clear all. It's protective. Is it just called protective gear? Yeah, it is. Okay. So let's go ahead and edit Power Mode then. And we want to go protective helmet and protective gear. Now, we also want to add some skin level stuff as well, because I assume that's top layer, so we could even have middle layer as well. Oh, it's middle and outer, right? So we need to add some skin layer stuff. Jumpsuits would also work for that. No reason not to do that. Does give them a movement speed, right? Or something like that. So let's go back to the assign tab. Let's edit power mode. Also throw in the jumpsuits as well. There we go. Okay. And then along with that, we also want like boots, things like that. Gloves as well, if we even have any. I don't think we do right now, but we might as well say any gloves are fine, to be honest with you. Eventually, obviously, we want to go for like plate gloves or marine gloves, but I believe we only have those for the time being. Cool. This is incredible. So now let's switch over to power mode. I want to be able to craft the anti-met rifles, a full complement of anti-met rifles as well. So for that, we need 120 steel, 12 components. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4 more. I made 5 because I wasn't thinking. There we go, 4 more. So we need 120 steel per rifle and 12 components. We do not have enough of either. So we'd have to take another trip up to the mechanoid biome if we wanted to do that. Yeah, I think we should. That obviously cost a huge amount of gear, but we can test this stuff and wear it and actually go up to the biome wearing it, which I think would be kind of cool. Let's send John and Trashy up to the mechanoid biome then, so we can get enough stuff for power mode. That's so good. For our anti-met rifles, I think that's the safest bet. So if we draft and undraft them, they should automatically equip their new stuff, right? Or not? What if we? No. Excuse me. I need you to. If you could just wear this armor for me, that would be ideal. Thank you. Let's force wear that as well. John, let's get you force wearing that one and that one. All right, they look awesome. I mean, we can all agree on that. Watching these guys right away on their raptor trim is going to be incredible. Perfect. And he's still got his horns poking through his helmet as well. I guess he had to angle grind some holes out of that or something. Right, let's go world map. Let's set ourselves a move route up to the mechanoid intrusion. So this is going to be the last camp we're going to build sort of immediately nearby, and then we're going to have to spread out even more. One of these bases upgraded too, so these guys are really, really spreading out. We need to really put a nail in that before it spreads too far. It's 2.6 days left. Oh, fuck. Never mind. Change of plan. We're going now. We don't have enough time. I've wasted so much fucking time building this armor. We might as well put it to good use. I know we don't have very good weapons. Don't arrest John. I know we don't have very much good weapons and shit here, but we need to give it a go. Sorry, you can have a shotgun and those offhand, but you can't have 2 nail guns. Right, yeah, sure. Why the fuck not? Doesn't make any goddamn sense. Right, okay. I need to go assign, actually change these guys over to power mode for the time being. There we go. Power mode, and power mode for you as well. Then we'll move them back to work when they get home, and they should automatically unequip all that shit. Boom. There we go. Oh my god, what a squad. Let's get them over here. Come on, line up. I want to see the fruits of today's labor. My god. You're riding a what there? Oh, you're riding a KFX. I mean, that just looks absurd. It looks absolutely absurd. And then they've got all their animals surrounding them as well. This is incredible. Right, okay. Get yourself... Can we change the master of the animals? Oh, they need a high animal skill, don't they? That sucks. Right, let's go. World map. We're going over to this one. Oh, do we have any packaged survival meals or anything for the long term, really? No. We have no way of crafting it either. Shit, that could be a concern. Do you think they'll survive it? Almost certainly not. We got, like, pemmican. We just take, like, lentils with us or strawberries. They won't spoil. Or they won't spoil for a long time. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see if we can just sort of micromanage it somewhat. So we want to send, obviously, the people dressed like tanks. And then we want to send, I guess we'll send them on the Great Devourers. We'll send them on the Raptor Shrimps. What is this their movement speed per day in this middle tile? Oh my god, hang on. Let's change that a second. Can we sort by movement speed? It's a shame that we can't. Nah, okay, it doesn't matter. Right, so this is... Oh, that's nutrition eaten. What's Can you not see their movement at a glance on this? That doesn't make any sense. Okay. I'll send these boys. I imagine they're a lot faster, right? And then the Raptor Shrimp too. 2 Raptor Shrimp, and then the rest on those. Alright, so send you, and you. Oh, you know what? John and Trashy need to ride on these. Sorry, that's my mistake. No rider. No rider. You take that one. You take that one. There we are. And then John and Trashy. Perfect. Movement speed is 74 tiles per day. Unbelievable. Right, let's take as much food as we can manage. Bear in mind, we can only carry 2.7 days food maximum anyway. Let's take the... We just eat raw corn. It's a bit unnecessary, though, isn't it? I mean, even that's not buffing it up at all. Muffle oat milk is vile. We won't take any berries. I wanted to take berries with us, but apparently we're not allowed to. Okay, fair enough. Oh, there they are. Right, berries. Boom. All right. That should last us a while, I think. We should be good. I'm just gonna risk it. We're just gonna give it a go. It's not even gonna take a day to get there. Oh, fuck's sake, I hate this waypoint system. Not even gonna take a day to get there. 0.8 days. So we should have more than enough food here, especially because of the forage they're gonna get as well. Go onwards. It's unreachable by any of the assigned colonists. What the fuck do you mean it's unreachable by any of the assigned colonists? What does that mean? Is unreachable by any of the assigned colonists? Must assign at least... Oh, for fuck's sake. What is going on with that, huh? Alright, let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Anybody get on it? I don't really care. Maybe it's the animals they can't get on. Choose route. And then we go here. Can we not travel through the mechanoid intrusion? Surely we can. Otherwise we're trapped. Here we go. And then... Oh, maybe it's the food. Oh my god, I bet they're trying to get the food out of the deep storage or something like that, right? I don't know. Still doesn't work. Ah, for fuck's sake, what is causing that? I don't know. That's really annoying. Okay, let me try and work this out then. When we set up these KOVIX, whatever, they're the things causing it. Because look, if we just try and send those 2 by themselves, it says, caravan is hungry, blah, 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 blah. I've done that specifically so that we can't accidentally send them away. But then if we try and send it with those guys, it says is unreachable. So I guess maybe we just can't use those as caravan animals? What about with those? Yeah, those are fine. So it's actually just the doggies. Okay, never mind then. A little bit annoying, I will admit, but that's okay. Take some Muffalo then. Let's just ride on the Muffalo instead. What is that? Wait, what? I don't get it. Oh, we're using those as pack animals, I would assume? I have no idea. Right, send those 2. There we go. And then we'll just take 3 Muffalo instead. It's not ideal. It's going to be a lot slower, but hey, never fucking mind. All right. And then we also want to send you 3. What a real pain in the ass. John, Trashy, Dominique. Are we good? 36 tiles per day instead. A little bit slower. A little bit slower, you got to admit. Where are the meals? Sorry, where have the meals gone? This game. Where are the meals now? Are you telling me you've just eaten 34 meals in the space it's taken me to... Oh, it's probably because they're interacting with it. Okay, 3rd time's the charm. Ah! I hate caravans. I hate them. I hate them. Fine, just send fucking John and Trashy. Just send John and Trashy. We'll have to bail. We're just going to have to risk it. I don't... It's not working. It's broken. Caravans are... I'll work it out. I'll work it out in between episodes. Even if it takes me 4 hours, I will send them off so that tomorrow we can try and get this core. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys have liked this episode. We did get a lot done today, though. We've got a whole bunch of new animals once again. We've built skylights everywhere. We've got a power grid out. The other building is completely built. We just need to actually start moving stuff over there. The power armor, though, that I'm a big fan of. That looks very, very cool. See you guys all tomorrow. In the meantime, I should probably give a shout out to patrons, huh? Should give a shout out to Aiden W, Alpha Scuff, Anthony Gawley, Sinakirito, Atmos, Average Gamer 419, Bacon Kitten, Sidini, Crazy Fat Croesus, Donald, Emerald Beam, Facuna Vasquez, Fluffernutter, Ghost Protocol, Gogula Sarik, Jimbo, Jonah Waters, Jocelyn, Dean Tesla, Justin Wallace, Kenny Carter, Michael Mullen, Musk, Gratful, Natbus Gus 911, Nathan Flores, Necrofen and Powers Presley, Rodin, Richard Clark, Scott, Skaz, Somnus, Stannis the Manis, Shayok Swain, The Forsaken One, T-Bag Cruz, Tom Terror 18, Tyler Kenovacus Backers, and William Green for their support. The Insanity Lovers on Patreon. Thank you for making the channel possible. These caravans. I've never found... I'm going to say it, really don't like the Rimworld caravan system. I think it's a bit shit. I think it's just really so overcomplicated. But it's Rimworld. I mean, that's the whole point of the game, right? And a big thank you as well to Astro, Adam Person, Andrew Walsh, Andrew Wilson, Attila, Austin Taylor, Paul Doom, Ben Trope, Better Smacks, Better Valerian, Black Double H, Chris, Corey CA, David Van Diepen, Don, Con207, easy to pronounce name, Eric Farrell, Exploding Knees, Foosh, Fraser Brennan, Gabriel Van Ders, Gaz, Genji Zirko, Gompo, Grey, Haji Damar, Henrik Stensgaard, Icarus, Ice the Grey, Ida, Irish, Jay Lara, Jacob Wolfie, James Barnes, James Shea, Jason Sushu, Jose, You're on the Breeze, Jessica Smith, John Holiday, Jordan Campbell, Joseph Beer, Justin Plott, Justin Walters, Mustulp, Monty, Nathaniel Lundberg, Nick, Noah Gallimore, Pan Samu, Pantherpearl, Payback 1 through 7, Peyton Denisar, Rodrigo, Russian Oligarch, Billionaire, Ryan Hooper, Smirtworm, Spencer Powell, Socrates, Super 089, The Bloody Knight, The Insane Pickle, Valonkary, Varagon, Voodoo Mumbo, Wesley Grayson, Will Wade, Wilson, Tef, Wolfie, Yorker, Zach, and Zico 2. See you guys all tomorrow for a fresh dollop of Rim. Banned from YouTube.